Hi everyone! Happy Tuesday. This week is going to be wonky because of the Labor Day holiday yesterday, but it is Tuesday and it is not my normal day to go live, but because of the holiday, I'm just going live a day late. So if you're there, say hi. Let me know that you're watching. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know that. I appreciate all of you so much. And I have two cards I'm going to make today featuring one of the brand new sets from our upcoming mini catalog. Finally, tomorrow is the day. We've been waiting for this day when the catalog goes live, and I can hardly wait. I know I'm going to be busy tomorrow with orders and ordering, and I'm excited about that. And so if you have been waiting for this day, tomorrow is the day. So I'm gonna I'm gonna get right to it, and I'm going to change my camera view. And I wanted to just briefly talk about my current class to go featuring the Autumn Leaves bundle. I featured that all last week, both on my blog and on my Facebook Lives. I did 2 Facebook Lives last week. And I know I do the weekend inspiration where I share free tutorials with all of you, those of you that are on my email list, I should say. So it was all about autumn last week, and this is the class, and you can read all the details. You should have received an email from me. I have information on my blog, which is lauramilligan.com. If you're interested in registering, go there, or even scroll down on my Facebook feed and you will find information there. But these are the 2 cards that I made last week in my Facebook Live. So these are not cards that are part of the class, but they show you how beautiful these products are. So I would encourage you. I've already had a great response. I had an early bird registration special, but it has closed on September 4th. So you've missed out on that, but you don't want to miss this class. So just a quick mention about that. And so my cards that I'm making today it's a single stamp set, and it's called Graceful Deer, and it is just simple and beautiful. Love this, and I'm going to give you 2 similar but different ideas. I still am not allowed to show you the inside of the catalog. I'm able to starting tomorrow, but for now I wanted to at least show you the stamp case. I'm allowed to show you that. So I have 2 ideas with this set, and let me just bring this in. This is a big stamp. It is one that will fill like your entire card front. And I've mounted this. This is my F block, so it's the biggest block that we have. And so I'm going to start. Got something sticky on here. I think that's glue. I'm going to pull this off. I'll just flip it over. Okay. So I don't want my paper to stick somewhere where I don't want it to. And then I am going to take crumb cake ink, and what I'm going to do for this is it's kind of a spotlighting technique, I guess you could call it that, but I'm going to just use this part. I'll show you this part of the image for this card. If you want to stamp the whole thing and fill your card front, it is equally as beautiful, but I just wanted to do this part right here. And I'm using crumb cake ink, so I'm going to ink this up. And I don't need to ink the whole stamp up. It's a handful. If you do still have one of the Stamparatuses, this would be nice to use for that. But I will say it stamps really well. I made several images. I stamped several images with this mounted on the large block, and it stamped beautifully. It is a handful though. All right, so then now that I have this, I am going to just add a little bit of color, and I'm going to use Poppy Parade, and I'm using the Poppy Parade marker for this. And if you don't know, we have redesigned our markers, and we have the brush tip like we always did. And that you can find because it has the thicker line here. And then we have the bullet tip. And that's what has been done. I'm going to hold it up in front of my hand so you can maybe see it better. Maybe if I do it like that. Oh, I'm freezing up again. I'm going to keep going. I did reset everything before we started. Hopefully that'll fix itself. But normally when it does freeze up, it fixes itself in the replay. So I'm going to just keep going. And I'm just going to take, oh wait, you know what I did? I almost made a boo-boo. I was so worried about it freezing up, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to scribble this, the brush tip end of this. You know what I might do? I might just do one card today since I'm freezing up, and then I'll come back on Thursday and do a Facebook Live take 2. But I'm going to just add a little bit of color to my bird here. Just going to color her in like that. Then I'm going to scribble this off to make sure it comes clean. This is a blender pen, and I'm also going to then take this and just kind of blend the back of the bird and her tail there. And then I'm going to take the tip of this and just lightly tap it into the ink and just do a little teeny down and up to get so that the bird has an eye. Okay. All right. So now I am going to get out my die cutting machine, and before I do that, I have my small one here. And you know what I'm going to need are my paper snips. Renee, can you come to my rescue? Bring me some paper snips, please. I'm not sure where they got to. Thank you. It's nice to have a friend, right? To come to your rescue. Okay, so I'm going to just take, oh, hello, Roberta from Wyoming. Okay, so I'm going to use my mini cut and emboss machine. I refer to it as the baby. And I am going to just make my platform. There's my cutting plate. I do this a little bit differently than what is suggested on the base plate, plate number 1 here, because I found that this combination for my mini machine, the way it's calibrated, this seems to work best. So let me see if I cut. Yeah, I cut that thin enough. I'm going to cut this out with, I'm using one of the Nested Essentials. I'll use this third smallest one. And I'm just going to line this up. See if we can, just like that. And I'm going to grab a Post-it note. I have one right here. Just to secure this, because I don't want it to move when I run it through. Could go maybe over a little bit more that way. We'll see more of the deer. I'm just going to position that like that, and then I'm going to put this on the top and just crank this through. Okay. Set that aside. And so then we have this little image here with the stitch or the paper piercing around it. It's pierced. It's not really stitching, it's more like a piercing. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to bring in the other components of my card. And I have cut, this is Poppy Parade, and I have cut an identical size of this shape with Poppy Parade. I'm going to offset those a little bit. I've already done that just to save some time. And then I have a basic white card base, thick basic white, and I'm just going to grab my bone folder. Did y'all have a good weekend? We had a really nice weekend. I kind of like those 3-day weekends. I thought that was nice. Okay, so there's my card base. I have these 2 pieces ready to go, and then I am going to use a piece of DSP from this pack. This is the One Horse Open Sleigh designer paper. This is in our online exclusives, so you will not find this in any catalog. You have to go to my online store, which is Laura Milligan. If you go to lauramilligan.com/shop, it will take you, it will lead you to my online store. But I'm going to just, this paper is beautiful, and I'm going to just flip through. It has some scenes. Look how pretty that, I love that. Hopefully you can see just with a quick little shuffle through these. Look how pretty that is. There's a cute little deer. A deer. But you get, I think you get 4 sheets of each pattern. It's a great pack. This is the piece that I'm going to use today, and then let me just keep going. So there's reds, there's blues, there's greens. It's a really, really great pack. It is, again, it's called One Horse Open Sleigh. It's item 162118. It is only seen, or it can only be seen online. It's an online exclusive, and you need to check out those online exclusives because there are some great things there. So this is the piece that I started with. It's 6 by 6, and look how cute this fox is. And I have cut this. It is 4 by 5 1/4, but I think it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, actually, because I just wanted a little bit. You could do either way, but that is going to be put down. But before I put that down on my base, I'm going to stamp some words. And so the words I am using, let me see if I can find, I don't know if I brought the set over that I got those words from. Let's see. Well, I'm going to go ahead, but celebrating the magic of the season, and I'm going to do this in crumb cake as well. Let me see. And I'm just going to stamp this along the bottom, just kind of nestled between these trees. I liked this word because it was just, I just thought it looked pretty with this. It's kind of subtle, and I liked stamping it in crumb cake right amidst the snow. Okay, now we're going to put this together. And I thought about adding some twine, or like a bow with linen thread, or basic white. But the more I looked at it, I thought I kind of liked it just a little more plain. And so what I'm going to do is put some glue on the back of this here. I'm going to offset this. I thought using this paper, I just thought this paper was so beautiful. And I'm just going to line this up and offset it just a teeny bit. Pull this up a little bit. So I want the piercings to show going up the side here and then across the bottom. So let me just, it's probably easier if I just hold this in my hands to get that where I want it. Okay, just like that. And then, oh yeah, okay. So this is from a gorgeous set in the upcoming mini. It's called Stars at Night, and I did not bring it with me over here somewhere. I'm not even sure where it is at the moment, but Stars at Night is a glorious, beautiful, beautiful set. So we have that, and look how sweet, the little deer looking up at the bird in the tree. And I'm going to go ahead and first I'm going to pop this panel up with some dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensionals. I'm sure that stamp set will show up when I'm all done today. That's usually what happens. Okay, I'm going to pull these back. And this is just going to be centered on the front. This is such a sweet stamp set, and there's just something peaceful about the deer. Okay, so I have that. And look how pretty that looks against this paper. I think that's so pretty. I'm going to pop this up as well. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Thanks for joining in. And let's see, Donna, Roberta, Colleen, thank you everybody for watching. So we have that. And then I have some embellishments that I want to show you. And these are also an online exclusive. And they are called Adhesive Back Snowflake Assortment. And so they come in several different sizes. Let me open this up to show you. I think these are so pretty. And I wanted to keep this kind of, I think part of what I love about this is just the simplicity of it. It's peaceful. And so what I did want to do though was add a little bit of bling, kind of subtle. So I pulled these out. These, like I said, are also online exclusives. You will find them in the section online exclusives in my online store. And I thought about using the white because that's really subtle. But then I ended up with the gold. You know what though, just for fun, I'll show you my sample where I used the gold, but I think for this one, I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and then you can let me know which one you like better. So these come in actually 3 different sizes. So we have the smaller, and then the medium, and then the larger ones. And I'm just using the small and medium on this one. I think I'm going to take this, and I'll just put it right there like that. Okay, so there we have that. And it is pretty subtle. Maybe I should have done the gold. I'll show you that. And you can let me know which one you like better. And then I took a wink of Stella. I'm going to shake it up a little bit and get it. I usually just squeeze it a little to get it flowing. And then I'm just adding some sparkle. I'm going down the trunks of the trees to make it look like snow. Apparently I am still cutting out. I apologize. I'm hoping that when you watch the replay, it will not be doing that. I apologize. It's so frustrating. I'm so sorry. So I'm really just kind of following these tree lines in the background here and just adding some sparkle. I'm going to fill in the sparkle of snow right here around the deer. And I could even like go down and add some to the trees. I think that would highlight that really well. Just like that. Okay. Hey Debbie, how are you? Hi Cheryl. Yes, apparently I'm having a problem again and I apologize. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete this card, and then I will come back on Thursday for a Facebook Live take 2 and show you the second one. But this is the card. This is one idea with this card. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring this one in. This is the original one that I made where I used the gold snowflakes. And I don't know, which one do you like better? I think this one, the gold shows up more, but I feel like this one, if you're actually holding the card in your hand with the sparkle, I don't know. I'm not sure which one I like best. What about you all? And so I think if I don't know if you'll be able to see the sparkle from the wink of Stella, but it is really pretty. Again, if you're holding it in your hand. So that is where I am going to end today. These 2 cards, I'll put them right there. I will be back on Thursday at 1 o'clock for a Facebook Live take 2. So I hope you'll join me. If you want to place an order tomorrow, be sure to contact me. I know many of you already have. I have some orders waiting to enter for you. Looking forward to a big day, finally being able to release that new beautiful mini catalog. And sorry about the technical difficulties. We have tried everything. I don't know what it is. We're blaming it now on the squirrels. I live in an old neighborhood, and we have these squirrels on the power lines and the internet lines and whatever, and we think maybe they have been chewing on our lines. I don't know. But anyway, I apologize for that, and I do appreciate you joining me, and I will see you Thursday at 1 o'clock for a second version of this card. So until then, thank you so much for joining me, and as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.